Before I start, I want to give all honors and glories and praises to Yahweh Bahashim Yahushai Bahashim Mahabakkadash Yahweh, which is the one true name of the Heavenly Father, Yahushai, who the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ, but his one only true name is Yahushai. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone, because those are the men who I learned this truth from through the spirit and power of Yahweh Bahashim Yahushai. Peace, blessings, salutations to the hopeful elect, and shalom to you, sincere brothers scattered abroad, pushing forth this word in truth and sincerity. I am the brother Mashiach Arazakah from the servants of Yahweh Yahushai Camp, Las Vegas, Nevada branch. And pretty much in this lesson is going to be titled as Sex Before Marriage is Not Fornication. Alright, sex before marriage is not fornication. Because you have a lot of these wacky tacky Christians, they believe that you're supposed to put a wedding ring on a woman's finger or actually go to a chapel church to be considered marriage. But that's totally incorrect. Alright, sex is marriage according to the scriptures. And that's pretty much what this lesson is going to be about. So when you have sex with a woman, that's considered marriage according to the scriptures. It's not putting a wedding ring on and all that. Because you got people that put sex, before marriage is fornication. And it's not. Adultery is fornication. That's what fornication is. So, we're going to get the meaning and understanding in this lesson. So, Lord willing, this lesson is edifying. 1 Corinthians 6 and 9. It says, "Know ye not that the unrighteous shall not inherit the kingdom of the Most High?" It says, "Be not deceived, neither fornicators, nor idolaters, nor adulterers, nor effeminate, nor abusers of themselves with mankind." All right, and all of these things are all abominations in the eyes of the Lord. It says, "Nor thieves, nor covetous, nor drunkards, nor revelers, nor extortioners shall inherit the kingdom of the Most High." Verse 18, and it says, "Flee fornication." You see that? Flee fornication. "Every sin that a man doeth is without the body, but he that committeth fornication sinneth against his own body." And when you go into the meaning of that word fornication there,
Strong's G 4202.
Partnaya, which means what? Adultery, fornication, homosexuality. So these are the things that are considered a fornication. Adultery, that's fornication. Fornication, homosexuality, that's fornication. Lesbianism, that's fornication. Intercourse with animals, that's fornication. It says sexual intercourse with close relatives, that's fornication. Like sleeping with your father's wife. Let's say like if your mother and father is separated and your father gets him a new woman, all right, which is not your mother, but you wind up lying with your father's wife, because that's wind up being his wife, and you sleep with your father's wife, that's fornication. Or sleeping with your brother's wife, that's fornication. Or sleeping with your cousin's wife. You have a male cousin and his wife, he has a wife and you sleep with her, that's fornication. So these are the things that are considered fornication. It says sexual intercourse with close relatives. These are things that are considered fornication. Or your sister, you have a sister and she's sleeping with your sister's husband. That's fornication. You have a sister and you have two sisters, and one of your sisters is sleeping with their sister's husband. That's fornication there. It says sexual intercourse with a divorced man or woman, right? Because the only way you could be with a woman, let's say if a woman had a man, right, and they separate, they're not together. Well, according to the scriptures, you're not supposed to be with her. And the only way a woman is considered not married anymore is if her husband is fully deceased. But if you go and sleep with a woman that is no longer with her man, right? She's divorced, and you go and sleep with her. Now you're still committing fornication, which is adultery, because her man isn't deceased. That's the only way you could be with a woman, is if her man is deceased. She becomes a widow. But if you just go and sleep with her because she's no longer with her dude, you committed a fornication, which is adultery. Yes, adultery is fornication. It says for the worship of idols, right? So if you worshiping other gods, that's fornication. It says of defilement of idolatry, right? As incurred by eating the sacrifices of offered idols, right? So you sacrificing on the false deities, false gods, things like that. That's all fornication. So all of these things right here are the principles of fornication. From letter A all the way down, it's considered fornication. So that's fornication according to the scriptures. But if you sleep with a woman that doesn't have a man, that's marriage according to the scriptures. Now, if you sleep with a woman and she has a man, that's fornication. See? So if you sleep with a woman that doesn't have a man, that's considered marriage. But if you sleep with a woman and she has a dude, and you know she has a dude and you sleep with her, you committed a fornication, which is adultery. Adultery is fornication. That's fornication. But if you have sex with another woman and she doesn't have a man and you sleep with that woman, that's considered marriage according to the scriptures. We're going to prove that. This is Genesis, and I believe it's if not, I'll get it. I think it's Salakia, bear with me. Salakia. I think I went too far. There you go. Genesis 24, and it should be Salakia. Salakia. This is Genesis 24, 60, 63. We'll start from up there. So we're going to prove that sex is marriage according to the Bible. And I got the definition for it too in the Zodovan Compact Bible Dictionary. So we're going to see if Isaac, when he saw Rebecca, they went into a church, he put a wedding ring on her finger. We're going to see if they did any of that. Genesis 24:63. And Isaac went out to meditate in the field at the evening tide, and he lifted up his eyes and saw, and behold, the camels were coming, right? So there was camels that were coming, hitting his approach. Verse 64, and Rebecca lifted up her eyes, and when she saw Isaac, it says she lightened off the camel. Verse 6, it says 65, it says, for she has said unto the servant, what man is this that walketh in the field to meet us? And the servant had said, it is my master. Therefore she took a veil and covered herself. Right, because I think it's Father Abraham. Yeah, Father Abraham has sent one of his servants to get a wife for his son Isaac. Right? And it says, therefore she took a veil and covered herself. Verse 66, and it says, and the servant told Isaac all the things that he had done. Verse 67, and Isaac brought her, see? So let's go back up. I think I skipped it. Here it is. Verse 65. For she has said unto her servant, what man is this that walketh in the field to meet us? So she was like, who is this man? He looks sexy. Who is this man? And the servant has said, it is my master. Therefore she took a veil and covered herself. So she covered herself. And the servant told Isaac all the things that he had done. Right? So this is the part. Verse 67. And Isaac brought her into his mother's tent. See, he saw Rebecca. He took her into his mother's tent. Right? And Isaac, it says, and Isaac brought her into his mother's tent, into Sarah's tent, and took Rebecca, and she became his wife. See? So he lied down with her. He had sex with her. He lied down with her. He had sex with her. Right? So she saw Isaac. She saw how he looked. She saw him. They met. He took her into the tent, and he lied, and they had marriage. Sex is marriage according to the scriptures. They don't say nothing about setting up a wedding ceremony, putting rings on the finger. That all goes, that's Esau way. But them wedding rings, that goes back to ancient Egypt as well. That's not an Israelite custom. Verse 67, it says, and Isaac brought her into his mother's Sarah's tent, and took Rebekah, and she became his wife. How do you think they became husband and wife? Sex. It says, and he loved her. He loved her, see? And Isaac was conformed after his mother's death. Right, because his mother died. Sarah died. See, so long story short, it shows you that sex is marriage according to the scripture. Now, if you want to look this definition up, this is in the Zodovan Compact Bible Dictionary. I took a picture of this. Now, look into this. When you look up marriage, you can look up marriage in the Zodovan Compact Bible Dictionary. It's going to tell you what marriage is according to the scriptures. This is marriage, true marriage, according to the Bible. Marriage is an intimate personal union to which a man and a woman consent and consummated and it says continuously nourished by sexual intercourse. So that's marriage according to the scriptures. Marriage according to the scriptures is sex. It ain't like how it is today. Today you go to the courthouses, you go to courthouse, you get on one knee, or you get engaged, you put on one knee, you ask for marriage, you put the ring on a woman's finger, you guys have all this ceremony, eating cake and food and all that, and you're married. You guys have a special setup appointment. No. The woman you lie with, if she doesn't have a man and you lie with that woman, that is your wife according to the scriptures. You don't. In Esau's way today, you have to have marriage certificates and stuff like that. But in the ancient world, if you have sex with a woman, that is your wife according to the scriptures, and you cannot put her away. That's mentioned in Deuteronomy, the 22nd chapter. You're stuck with that woman. You can't get rid of her for no reason unless she purposely commits, adultery or anything like that. But according to the scriptures, if you was to lie with a woman and you lied with her and you had sex with her, she's your wife and you're stuck with her. You can't get rid of her unless she does something wicked, something against, the laws, like committing adultery. That's a perfect example. But you can't just lie with a woman and then I don't want you anymore. No, it wasn't like that. So let's read it again. It says marriage is an intimate personal union to which a man and a woman consent, right? It says consummated and continuously, right? Continuously nourished by sexual intercourse. So sex is marriage according to the scriptures. It says and perfected in a lifetime, see, a lifelong partnership of mutual love and commitment. See, so sex is marriage according this. You can look this up in the Zodovan Compact Bible Dictionary. Look up Zodovan Compact Bible Dictionary. For those out there that don't believe this, look it up. It's in the Compact Bible Dictionary. Bible Dictionary. That marriage is the true meaning of marriage is sex according to the scriptures, whether you believe it or not. It says and perfect in a lifelong partnership of mutual love and commitment. It is also social institution regulated by the word of the Most High and by the laws and customs which a society develops to safeguard its own community and welfare. It says the Creator made man and woman. You continue in there, but stopping right there. The main point in this definition is sexual intercourse right here. Sexual intercourse. Sex is marriage according to the scriptures. Okay? Sex is marriage according to the scriptures. So again, if you sleep with a woman that doesn't have a man and you sleep with that woman, you're not committing fornication. That's marriage according to the scriptures. If you sleep with a married woman, a woman that has a husband, and you know she has a husband and you lie with that woman, you just committed fornication. Adultery is fornication according to the scriptures. So, hey, Lord willing, this lesson was edifying. Till next time I say, Shalom.